Can I have a word? I wanted to know about you. You said that dotted dot stuff, it won't leave a mark. But the whole car is filled with that stuff.
It must be filled with also.
Okay guys, so this is Dane's first reaction to the K-swap Civic.
I need a K-swap now.
I'm finally going to drive a police car. My new ride for the day. Whip whip! Okay guys, so that was actually my first encounter in front of a cop car. I was actually expecting a little bit more. It does seem like that vehicle was maybe just an entry-level vehicle. I did see the gentleman sitting in front and he does seem like he maybe has a high ranking. But I do recall when I got pulled over for my number plate, I think with the EG, and I got a massive fine on my license. This got removed.
Unfortunately, I'm going to issue a fine for the headlight. I'm going to issue a fine for the number plate. And then also I'm going to take your license disc off as well, eh?
That cop did say that he was trying to scan my plate, so he probably has like some scanner type of a thing. And I've also seen a few cops that have like this little computer system in front of them, etc. So yeah, was expecting a little bit more. But anyway, what we have planned for today is to fix the rear caliper of the K-swap Civic, because I do actually kind of want to redo the garage, but I think the brake fluid is like kind of pulling off the paint from the floor. So let's get that sorted. Okay guys, so this is actually what I'm referring to. You can actually see on the floor how it's pulling off the paint because of that brake caliper. And then this is the S1000. It's filled with hand marks of children at a matric ball. I think here you can see over here. So I just have to pull the Civic out and then pull the S1000 back on its spot and most likely go back into hibernation again. So I just arrived today. I have the Civic over here. Let me just show you guys where it's actually leaking on the brake caliper. So as you can see over here, I think that is the handbrake, if I'm not mistaken. That is actually where it's leaking. So that leaks pretty much on the floor. And there you can see it actually leaking right now as we speak. So this is concerning because it could leak onto the wheel and, you know, remove the paint from the wheel. And like I said, currently it's removing the paint from the floor. So we're going to replace the whole brake caliper, because to my understanding, if you want to actually replace these seals, you have to take it to a certain place. And I think I got a quotation of like 1,050 Rand if I'm not mistaken. And I actually got a caliper for a little bit cheaper than that. If you guys are looking for a second-hand caliper, you can contact me, or pretty much any second-hand parts as well. And as you guys know, I do sell brand new parts as well. So Dane was actually saying this bumper cutouts is actually very convenient because we can literally like work through here. But yeah, we're gonna jack up the car and then remove the wheel. Also, on the topic of this bumper, I was actually considering cutting this over here and then curving it down the same like I did with my EGs, just to make the bumper a little bit more WONG spec. But then that means I probably have to cut it right through here, and I think this line is a little bit taller, so it means I have to cut it here. And I don't really want to bypass this because I actually wanted to put on the beadings over here. And I am actually hunting for an original rear bumper, so that will be coming soon as well. Okay guys, so we got the wheel off, right? And this is actually the first time I'm seeing this little arch where the wheel is, as well as camber kit over here and the PC coil over. So as you can see, I'm not quite sure what camber kit this is. I think it's skunk too, but this is more beefier than the normal ones. It's actually beefier than the ones I normally sell. And also here's also the braided lines as well. But yeah, we got the wheel off, so we just need to remove this caliper, put on the other one. And this is the caliper that we are going to fit. So as you guys already know, we're going to clean it up with some Plixum before we fit it. So this is also another way where this cutout is actually very convenient. As you can see, Dane's hand is going through here, and it actually helps him, you know, get the bolts off a little bit easier. Dane got the caliper off, so we're pretty much just going to remove this one and put it on there. So on the new caliper, the bleeding nipple kind of corroded and this bolt is almost even round. So we're gonna have to do some extensive removal. However, we did get the old nipple off and this one is perfect. Yo. Okay guys, so we managed to get the corroded nipple out and then we're obviously going to put the old one back in. Okay guys, so as you can see, brake fluid is empty. So to my understanding, if that little reservoir is empty, it pretty much means that there is no fluid in the system and there is now air in the system. So what that means is we now need to bleed all 4 brake calipers just so that there's no air in.
What?
Before we can actually throw in some brake fluid again.
Okay.
Fluid that came out, and then we have the caliper set up right now. It's a little bit of two-tone, but I do plan on spraying all 4 calipers. So yeah, what we're going to do right now is start bleeding all 4 corners. Okay guys, so I'm sitting in the car right now. The process that me and Dane normally do is I sit in the car and I press the brakes like 10 times. And on the 10th time I press the brakes, I keep it in. Then while I'm keeping it in, he removes the little nipple so that the air and the fluid can come out and then close it again. And then we just repeat that process the whole time until the air is out of all 4 corners. So let's start guys. Leg day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay guys, so I can actually feel while I'm pumping, it's like the pedal gets higher and higher, and then when he basically removes it, I can feel the pedal come up again. So I'm gonna release now and then. 1, 2, 3. So there you guys can see my foot is actually getting higher and higher. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay guys, so there you can see a little bit of a better view. We're actually doing this side now, the driver here, and then we just need to do the 2 fronts. Next on the list is we're going to adjust the little bolt over there just to make the handbrake a little bit more stiff. So as you guys can see, handbrake sits a little bit too high, as well as when we make it tighter, it will make the handbrake a little bit stronger as well. Okay guys, so we pretty much finished with the Civic. Everything seems to be working perfectly. So as you guys can see, there's no leaks at all coming from this caliper. And then also guys, it's going to be Dane's first official drive in the K-Swap Civic, so stay tuned for that. Let's go! Okay guys, so this is Dane's first reaction to the K-Swap Civic.
What the f*** is that?
You serious?
Guys, so the VTEC wasn't early on kicking in, but I'm going to give the phone to Dane and this is going to be his first experience. I don't think I'm going to use the first gear out because the tires are just going to sit.
Look, moves guys. Look at that IMPOUNDING.
I know that guy, his name is Eden actually. He's a Nissan.
Yeah, it's a Corolla.
Looks like a Corolla, it's a Nissan actually.
So that was a f***ing lie.
I need a case swap now. We'll take a
There's
case.
the one that's still beautiful for, what is it now? I don't know what the price is, but it's an unfinished one.
50k.
Wow. And there's a new spec. Oh, I think there's another one now. But these Corolla looks exactly like the Sentra one.
Damn man.
This one goes, no? You see where they are? There's a third rack and it's still spin, no?
I need a case swap, guys. Please.
Yeah, you didn't just want to finish your 360.
Got you, homie.
Okay guys, so we just went for a drive. Everything seems to be working perfect. Once again, thank you Dane for always assisting me with my cars, etc. But yeah, what do you say about the case swap?
I highly recommend it. Feel like I need one now. Very fast for basically a stock setup. Probably the fastest naturally aspirated car I've been in.
Yeah,
Kurt
so
is now a little fire, sorry to interrupt you, little fire now. You see, like you can see my car is standing over there. So I'm maybe thinking of taking that power unit out of there and putting it into my Civic.
yeah, and then put the D series Civic engine into the code.
D16 core type S for sale soon.
It's so slow.
But yeah guys, Dane actually has a B16 setup that he actually hasn't used yet. That's supposed to go into the Civic. And we were actually looking at one of the case swaps that was incomplete, and he was, considering actually buying it. I'm actually looking forward to Dane, actually doing some modifications to any of his cars, because he has an Accord, he has a Civic, and I think the Accord is going to get the color change.
Yeah.
Most likely red, Milano red, or championship white.
Hopefully for 100 day,
Yes.
2024.
Yeah, so let us know what you guys think or what color you should make it. Overall, the Civic is now, better than ever. I'm just trying to improve it every single day. Obviously, the work that we did on the car today isn't very noticeable, but like I said, the main reason why I did the caliper is because it was leaking on the floor, and I plan on obviously, kind of revamping by me, and that would affect it. And as well as it was actually eating up my fluid, because the light actually went on the other day. And I had to refill, so I'm glad that is sorted. I'm gonna end off the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.